Oh boy, every time this gets updated, every time, I always get sent this a lot when it comes to... Oh, goodness gracious. So, thanks to the guys over at Game Press for continuing to make tier lists, and, you know, the other wiki as well, because everyone keeps sending these the instant they get updated going, Sages, what's your opinion on this? Well, my opinion is this. If you like a character, use them, build them, create them what you want, do with what you can, okay? That's the basic gist of it. That's what I think, at least. So, yeah, now that we're there, let's move on and take a look at the tier list. But before we do that, real quick, let me just say, you know, this is another $15 gift card video. So if you want to have a chance at a $15 gift card, all you have to say is basically who your favorite unit is in the game right now. That's all you have to do. I'm gonna be starting with easy ones for these videos because I want you guys to do it. Just put it in the comment. Who's your favorite character currently in the game? And if you haven't already, the Erica video yesterday, what build were you the proudest of? Just go answer on that. Again, with that, of course, include your operating system, either Android or, you know, iOS, and also your region, I guess. Anyways, let's go take a look and see what's going on the tier list. So, let me just say, it's kind of a telltale sign when, you know, one banner's characters are almost all in the top tier. I'm talking about, of course, the evil, you know, the fallen heroes, because as you can see here, Harden is very, 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 very strong. He is one of the strongest armored spear units to come out in a long time, and he continues to show up a lot of people, and I really agree with the fact that he's up there at the top. That's just... God, you know, now that I think about it, Armor Emblem in a long way, in the long run at least, has really expanded a lot in the recent months, and it's just outrageous how things have gone from there. And I just want to draw your attention over to the fact that Hector is still up there with Hector. I'm not so certain about that myself when it comes to these kind of things, because OG Hector's cool, but I really, really like Valentine's Hector. They're still so strong, and it's just such an amazing thing to look at when it comes to this. But I'm glad to see Amelia is at least a little bit higher now, from what I recall from the last tier list. I could be completely stupid. Someone's probably gonna be like, "Oh no, she was there to say things," in which case, whoops. But you know, I love Amelia. I've built an Amelia that I still really enjoy, and I like seeing her up there. And of course, we can't ignore the fact that both Myrrh and Grima, I guess I was about to say Evil Robin, but we'll go with just Grima, is up there at the top as well. And that says a lot about Fallen Heroes. In case you can't see over on the left side, Celica, Evil Celica, is currently tied with normal Celica in the same ranking there. Honestly, for the tier list, this seems about right for what I would assume is probably the most balanced when it comes to things. I don't know if I would necessarily put Grima in the same situation as Myrrh, but, you know, he's still ridiculously strong. Then, of course, I'm just going to mention this real quick, because everyone always asks me why Jacob is always at the top of the list. Mostly because of armor abilities nowadays. These are just... Bold Fighter has made him the most ridiculous character he can possibly be. As I've said, Armor Emblem entirely is outrageous, and it continues to expand that list. Now, the things that I've noticed here, of course, is a lot like how... I know some people might get a little bit upset that they see Summer Corrin down there with, you know, all these other characters, but just a reminder to everyone that technically this is not a emblem thing. This is mostly just for general use. If you're using these with the emblem teams, you're going to be seeing, like, Female Morgan and maybe, you know, Summer Corrin bumped up quite a bit if you were to put them on an emblem team. I'm also really surprised to see Female Corrin up where she is now, as opposed to where she was previously, because, my goodness, a lot has changed. A lot has changed. I just... I also see Alma still very much up in the upper echelons and the tier lists and things like this. This is outrageous. I kind of want to see, just because I like looking at tier lists just to see where people rank them. I also see Grunthra has gone up a tier, if I recall correctly. She's now a little bit higher, a little bit more up there, as we can see. Elise is still very much up in the higher tier list there. I'm hoping that eventually we'll see some more staff units that can really put pedal to the metal. I'm looking at you, Nana. Please come out and actually be amazing. And I'm glad to see that Ellawood is not being relegated down. I'm talking, of course, about, you know, Love Abound's Ellawood, who is still very much pretty high up there, actually. He has a lot of great advances and great abilities, and is a good unit in his own ways. Lynn's also there. I'm trying to find... Okay, so male Morgan's down there, as well as female Morgan. So I'm trying to find... Oh, Exalted... I guess you could call it Exalted Crom. I don't know what you would really... The new Crom is... Yeah, pretty high up there. Honestly, this is not a... You know, at least we don't have the days of Defense Ploy. When Defense Ploy came out and we had, like, weird tier lists where everything was like, here's Est, she's now S rank, and things like that, where... Speaking of, where's Est? Okay, tier 3. I'll let him have that one. I just want to see who's at the bottom of this tier list when it comes down to a lot of these things. God, I really want to go back to making my own tier list and just putting it all together. I need to get our good friend Jay on that as well, because he always had... I like mixing and matching and like having differing opinions, and then we would make a tier list out of that. Yeah, that seems about right. Poor Odin. Maybe one day Odin will get a weapon refinement that'll make him amazing, right? He'll go up from like tier 6 all the way to tier 1. But the thing I will always remind you guys when it comes to tier lists is to take it as a grain of salt. Don't worry too much about it. Build the characters you love, because I've seen someone send me a Narcian that's just amazing, and they put a lot of effort and work into it, and obviously they love Narcians, so they're making something great. And there's, you know, just all kinds of other nonsense here. But man, my goodness. Yeah, this seems about right for the tier list. You know, I'll still always remember the time that I first saw in tier 1, and I literally went, what? And then I recalled that, you know, yeah, he now has a weapon refinement that's outrageous. I wonder if they've... Oh, Erica's... I don't remember where Erica was before this, honestly. Tier 3's not too bad for her. Her weapon refinement's great, but I don't know if it would be practical in a lot of environments. But, I mean, it's kind of funny when you look at the whole perspective of it all, just how much has changed when it comes down to, you know, a lot of the tiers. Because just look at that. Two out of the 3 from the banner last month, basically were just, hey, look, it's the evil characters, and they're now at the top. You know, it's just no surprise at this point. And of course, we still have so many up there who were just, or at least a little while ago, that are still just pushing it out really well. Ah, man, I'm wondering if we're going to have any shakeups in the meta come next seasonal banner, or if we're going to be getting a bunch of other armored units. Could you imagine that? I'm hoping we'll get some new infantry skills to like really level the playing field, because we've been getting a lot of armored skills. I mean, my God. Lord. Well, honestly, Game Press, you do a great job at what you do. I don't really have any complaints here when it comes to any of your tier lists, other than maybe put Fjorm at the top. Just saying, I really love. Nah, I'm kidding. I can definitely understand why she's down there. And even though I love her and I've made a really nice one for myself, she's definitely where she is, and that's just how she is. She still gets a lot of use, mind you. But, you know, this is, honestly, where would you place your characters, guys? Where would you place your units on this? And, man, wait a second. South is still down there? Damn it. Damn it, guys. Put South back at tier 2. Come on, he's good. He's good, goddammit. Felicia's up there now. Wow. That actually says a lot. Anyways, oh my goodness. Alrighty, well, that was my look at a tier list, because you guys keep asking me to do these things. Honestly, it's something that I really enjoy looking at, and Game Press continues to make not only really great little charts like this, but I really do enjoy looking at them all. So thank you for sending it to me, and thank you, Game Press, for being fun and enjoyable with a lot of what you do. But do you guys agree or disagree? What do you guys think? Anyways, that's about it for me. Honestly, it seems about right. I still see Tharja up there as Christmas as one of the best tome units. Please, dear God, add a non-seasonal tome unit that can actually be really, really good up there. And I'm I'm praying to God that we won't be seeing any more armored units with huge, huge bonuses and abilities. Good lord. Harden's bad enough. Anyways, that's about it, nerds. See you all later.